state of emergency after severe flooding. Jackson, Mississippi is in a state of emergency after severe flooding devastated the region. That's right. Many residents have been left without water, not even to flush toilets. CBS's Omar Villafranca has more.
Heavy weekend rainfall led to dangerous flooding. The rain washed away highways, and now the water system is failing in Jackson, Mississippi's largest city.
Until it is fixed, it means we do not have reliable running water at scale.
Emergency maintenance is set to get underway Tuesday at the O.B. Curtis Water Treatment Plant. State officials say residents will be without safe drinking water and have virtually no water pressure for an unknown period of time because the plant is operating far below capacity.
The main pumps had recently been damaged severely.
During an emergency press conference Monday night, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves said the city has been using backup pumps.
It means the city cannot produce enough water to fight fires, to reliably flush toilets, and to meet other critical needs.
Until the plan is fixed, up to 180,000 residents will be without reliable running water, and the National Guard has been called in to help distribute bottled water to the community.
The water is not safe to drink, and I would even say it's not safe to brush your teeth with because we are not seeing adequate chlorination and the inability to consistently disinfect the water.
Children in Jackson public schools and local universities have now pivoted to virtual learning, while many businesses were forced to shut down. It's an unwanted reminder of the damaging floods that hit Jackson in February of 2020. But now, there's still no timeline on when the problems at the plant will be fixed. Omar V.
Alright, Qualawam, Shalom. I'm going to start off giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Alright. Yeah, man, so just this prophecies, it's happening, you know. A few days back, I made a video. I think it actually was day 3 of the siege of Jerusalem. All right. It says Ezekiel 4. All right. I know it was in the book of Ezekiel chapter 4. Right here. It says 11. It says, "Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the 6th part of a hin. From time to time thou shalt drink." All right. You know, yeah, man, like, you know, the Lord brung this upon quickly. You know, that was fast. It was a week later, the Lord, broke down the walls and sent the flood. And you heard these people, they have no drinking water. All right. These people have, the water is polluted, all right. There's no drinkable water to even take to brush your teeth with, they said. All right. A lack of drinking water. You know, that's just enough. That's just a plague of the Lord, you know. And, more is coming too. You know, these prophecies are just coming, just coming about. All right. Because the Lord, he's executing his word. You know, the famine is coming too. All right. The famine is coming. When that happens, that's gonna be all out chaos. You know, the grocery stores out, nothing to eat. You know, that's gonna be a different story. All right. This is verse 16, Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, all right, and which I will send to destroy you. I will increase the famine among you, and I will break your staff of bread, all right, meaning your resource of food, where you get your food from, all right. You know, the Lord said this, all right. Verse 17. So will I send upon you famine and evil beast, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it. All right. So the Lord spoke this already. So that's gonna come to pass. All right, we see prophecy coming out. Our job is to point it out to you and warn you that, these wicked days is coming. These dark days is coming. Destruction is coming. Famine, lack of water, lack of bread is coming. All right. It says, verse 16. Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Verse 17. That they may want bread and water, and be astonished one another, and consume away for their iniquity. All right, people are gonna want bread and water, but not be able to get it. All right, the Lord is gonna have His people, and the people that dwell there. This is all to break His people down because they didn't want to listen, and He's gonna have His people. You're gonna be wanting to save your water and also your food because of the shortages out there. All right, knowing that there's shortages, you're not gonna want to drink any food or water. The Lord's gonna bring that upon. Bring that time. We're in that time. The Lord's bringing that into fruition. He's performing it. The famine is not too far off, and we see that cities are being hit. Lack of drinking water, all right, to show you that this is all coming out from the mouth of the Lord. This is His word. This is the word of the Lord Yahweh. This is His word, all right. This is His judgment, all right. Believe it, whether you believe it or not, whether you want to hear it or not, it's gonna get out, all right. And whether you believe it's gonna happen, whether you don't believe it's gonna happen, all right. Because this is coming strict. This is coming out the Bible. This is the Lord's word. The Lord is not a liar. Once He says something, that stands, all right? He can take and give, all right? All right, the Lord's judgment is coming, man. It's not, I thought it was game. It says, Ezekiel 6, verse 11, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, smite with the hand and stamp with thy foot and say, alas, for the evil abominations of the house of Israel, all right? For they shall fall by the sword and by famine and by pestilence, all right? All right, see, the Lord is judging His people Israel, all right? He that is far off shall die of pestilence, and he that is near shall fall by the sword. He that remaineth is besieged shall die by famine. Thus will I accomplish my fury upon them. All right? See? This is the Lord's judgment upon His people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Regardless if you realize you are God's chosen people, Israelite, whether you realize that or not, the Lord is going to bring judgment upon you to let you know what you're doing and who you are, because this right now is judgment for His people, because you don't know who you are because you were ignorant to the word of the Lord. When those messengers went out there to prophesy, or when the word got out, you didn't want to listen. They're trying to tell you that who you are and what the Lord's about to do and bring upon us as a nation and clean our nation out. You didn't want to listen. So when you get caught up in that pestilence, or a family member dies of the sword, or some type of famine, or someone dies of famine, then you want to cry out and call out. But this is the time where he's still near. You can cry out to Him and call out to Him. All right, before all hell breaks loose, so to speak. All right, All right, this is this is the time of trouble, going into tribulation. All right, no food, no water, man. This is a serious time when. All right. All right. So regardless of you hear or forbear, these words gonna keep coming until the Lord tells us to stop. With that being said, shalom. All right.